me, Talia.
It's me, Luella.
It's me, Jimboy.
And for today's video, we are going to tour you in
Region 7!
So what are the provinces in Region 7?
Bohol, Negros Occidental,
Siquijor.
And Cebu City. So without further ado, let's go!
Bohol. History of Bohol. Bohol is derived from the word buho or bool. The island was the set of the first international treaty of peace and unity between the native king Dato Sikatuna and Spanish conquistador Miguel Lopez de Legazpi on March 16, 1565 through a blood-compelled alliance known today by many Filipinos as the Sandugo. Prehistoric Boholanos had already a system of writing, but most of the materials used were perishable like leaves and bamboo barks. They had a language similar to that the other Visayas islands. Bohol's people are said to be descendants of the last group of inhabitants of the country called Pentados, meaning the tattooed ones before the Spaniards came in 1521. It is the belief that the Boholanos had already a culture of their own as evidenced by artifacts dug in several areas in Bohol. Geography of Bohol. Bohol Island, Visayan Group, South Central Philippines. The island, roughly oval in shape, lies between the Camotes Sea north and the Bohol Sea south. Its volcanic core is mostly covered with coralline limestone. The rivers are short and there are few good anchorages. Settlement is mainly coastal except for a low central platitude that encircles the town of Carmen. The spectacular Chocolate Hills or Highcock Hills and western central Bohol are named of their brown appearance in the dry season and their symmetrical conical shapes. Lone and Talipone are important towns. Area 1,492 square miles, 3,865 square kilometer. Pop 2,000 or 1,139,130 and 2010. 1,225,128. Economy of Bohol. Agriculture is the main source of economic activity in Bohol, with a greater number of its people engaged in farming and fishing. It is Bohol's majority industry, occupying most of its vast tracts of land. The fish sanctuaries strategically located around Bohol contributed to high fishery yield. Further development of these industries, however, requires, among others, improvements in irrigation facilities and agricultural technology. Culture of Bohol. The Boholano culture is much like culture of the Philippines, specifically of the Visayas. It is based on the majority population of Austronesian peoples on the island. There are the influence from indigenous Melanesian people such as the Iskaya tribe and from the colonizing Spanish and trade with Mexico. Arts of Bohol. Bohol handicrafts are famous throughout the country, including mats, basket, raffia, wooden cloth, fashion accessories, woodcraft, processed food, and ceramics. There are also countless gift shops all over the island where native delicacies and souvenirs are available. Belief of Bohol. Most Boholanos are Catholic, with a minority professing Protestant faiths and Islam. The former indigenous Boholanos' religion was largely eliminated by the Spaniards. City and municipalities of Bohol. Albuquerque, Alicia, Anda, Antiquera, Baclayon, Balilihan, Batuan, Ben Unido, Bilar, Buenavista, Calapi, Candije, Carmen, Katigbian, Claren, Mabini, Maribojo, Panglao, Pilar, President Garcia, Sagbayan, San Isidro, San Miguel, Sibela, Serra Bolones, Sikatuna, Tagbilaran City, Talibon, Trinidad, Tubigon, Obay, Valencia, Corella, Cortez, Taguhoy, Danao, Dayus, Timiao, Dero, Garcia, Hernandez, Kindulman, Inabanga, Jagna, Jetapi, Lila, Luay, Labo, and Loon. Bohol, best known for, Bohol is a main island of Bohol province, which include also 75 smaller island. The islands lies southwest from Cebu Island and southwest of Leyte Island in the central Visayas region. This oval-shaped island is the 10th largest of the Philippines archipelago. Bohol is having tropical natural beauty. The coastline of the island is skimmed by gentle coves and white sand beaches. Bohol is well known locally as a paradise for divers and snorkelers, though it's not as international famous as Boracay. Dolphin watching and whale watching tours are popular with both residents and visiting tourists. The best season is from March to June, but dolphins can be seen year-round. Bohol is famous of chocolate hills and tarsiers, which may be the world's smallest primate, heritage sites, and old stone churches. Festival and Fiesta of Bohol. First is Sandugo Festival. The Sandugo Festival is a month-long celebration held in Tagbilaran City every July. This festival commemorates the Treaty of Friendship between Bohol chieftain Dato Sikatuma and Spanish conquistador Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, which was sealed with a Sandugo ritual or blood compact. Sa Ulog Festival in Tagbilaran City Fiesta. Tagbilaran City celebrates the Feast of Saint Joseph, the city patron saint, every first month of May. One of the most awaited occasions in Bohol, the Tagbilaran City Fiesta features a lot of exciting happenings. During the 9 days before the fest, fun-filled events such as pageants, concerts, and other live entertainment are already being held every night during the actual fest day. Locals and tourists alike are welcome with exciting activities and a generous spread of local specialties. Obi Festival, a tradition that started in 2000. The Obi Festival is held every January to celebrate the Obi crop that has become an agro-historical symbol for Bohol. The festival aims to further promote the Obi crop in other parts of the country. All events and activities during this month-long celebration are held to showcase Obi and many other products that are made using things root crop. The celebration usually features culture activities, seminars, and exhibits. Bulibong King Festival is celebrated every May 23 in Lobo. Its name is inspired by a phrase that locals used to describe that rhythmic beating of drums and gongs, along with the music that these instruments make a dance ritual. It's performed in front of the image of Lobo patron saint, Our Lady of the Guadalupe. Suray sa Musikero is a Christmas tradition observed in Lobo every December 25 to February 2 of the following year. The festival's name means parade of musicians would play trombones, horns, clarinets, trumpets, and percussions in an assigned area. Sambat Maskaraway Regatta Festival. Every year of the first Saturday of December, the town of Daluay celebrates the Sambat Maskaraway Regatta Festival to commemorate St. Francis Xavier, considered as the main attraction of Luay. This fun-filled celebration features a market fair, musical competitors, street dancing, and the regatta, which is held by the south of Lubok River. Agbunan Festival. The Agbunan Festival is held every June 28 to celebrate and showcase the Philippines' rich culture and tradition. This vibrant celebration features colorful paradise, energetic street dance performance. Pahinugod Festival. During the month of May, the municipality of Calapi holds a 10-day fiesta to honor its patron saint San Vicente Ferrer and to celebrate the town's rich history and spiritual heritage. Katigbawan Festival. Katigbawan Festival is celebrated in Katigbian to highlight its foundation day, which falls on June 17. Last is Hudyaka sa Paglao Festival. Every August 28, the people of Paglao Island celebrates the fest of their patron saint, Saint Augustine. Hudyaka is Paglao is a huge dance festival that locals look forward to every year. Considered as the main event of the festival is the dance competition among the 10 barangays of the municipality. Tourist destination of Bohol. First is the Chocolate Hills. It's a famed unique geological formation of over 1,000 cone-shaped hills that change in color depending the season, with a stunning 360-degree view of the cone-shaped hills. Second is launched at the beaches of Panglao Island. Bohol is also known for the white sand beaches, island, and diving sites that are usually included in Panglao Island tours. Explore Hinagdaan Cave. Hinagdaan Cave is a pool of clear water at the bottom. You can swim here under the mesmerizing sight of stalactites and stalagmites. Spend time with the tertiaries. They grow to be just 15 centimeters long at most, and they're just so cute. Can also be found in other Philippines destinations. Cruise along the Lobok River on a boat or paddleboard. Relax on the beach. Go island hopping and see Bohol's marine life. Visit your peers at Bohol Adventure Parks. Visit the historic churches of Bohol. Learn history at the Blood Compartment. Cross bamboo hanging bridge. Cat enchanted by a man-made forest. And plunge into Bohol's waterfalls.
Cebu is a province of the Philippines consisting of many Cebu Island and many other surrounding islands. And its name has derivation and alternative interpretation, but according to the history, its name derived from the word Cebu, which means trade. During the reign of Raja Humabon, the island has since become an important trading center where various products are being bartered like agricultural products, precious stones, perfumes, etc. Its harbors has become known vernacularly as Sinimbuyang Himpit, which means the place for trading, which later was shortened to Cebu or Cebu to trade, from which the modern name Cebu came from. It is known to be a fishing village before the Spaniards came but became industrialized through the years. It is one of the most developed provinces in the Philippines, with Cebu City as the center of commerce and industry. Cebu City is the province of the Philippines and it is considered as the oldest city of the country. It is also known as the oldest settlement established by the Spaniards of the country. Found in the island are rich traces of the Philippine history left by mostly the Spaniards. Among these historical sites are the Magellan's Cross found in downtown Cebu, a Christian cross planted by the Portuguese and Spanish explorers as ordered by Ferdinand Magellan upon arriving in Cebu on April 1521. The Lapu-Lapu Shrine, a 20-meter statue found in Mactan erected in honor of Datu Lapu-Lapu, a native leader who instituted the death of Magellan. The Colon Street, the oldest and the shortest national road in the Philippines. The Fort San Pedro, the oldest military defense structure built by the Spanish and indigenous Cebuano laborers under the command of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. The Cebu became more and more industrialized. The rise of a big company, trend of the technology, and innovation by the people make Cebu very progressive. Cebu is now the home for many BPOs and small to very large companies that contribute to the progression of the whole island, especially Cebu City. Today, when one speaks of Cebu, it means relaxation, luxury, pleasure, and fun, all in one island. For in Cebu, everything is at stake. Beautiful resorts, luxury and budget hotels, breathtaking mountains, amazing fun activities, myriad choice of luscious restaurants, and a lot more. The province of Cebu is an island and it is part of the Central Visayas region of the Philippines. It is situated of 584 kilometers south of Manila and capital of the country. Cebu is located to the east of Negros Island, to the west of the Leyte and Bohol Island. It is located on both sides by the Straits of Bohol and Tañon. Cebu is located between 9 degrees 25 minutes north and 11 degrees 15 minutes north latitude and between 123 degrees 13 minutes east and 124 degrees 5 minutes east longitude in the center of the Philippine island. Cebu City is the largest and capital city of the province of Cebu. It has a land area of 291.2 square kilometers with 55.9 kilometers squared is classified as urban, while 235.2 kilometers squared is classified as rural. The city's geographic coordinates are 10 degrees, 17 minutes, 0 seconds north, 123 degrees, 54 minutes, 0 seconds east. To the northeast of Cebu City are Mandaue City and the town of Consolacion. To the west are Toledo City, the towns of Balamban and Asturias, and to the south are Talisay City and the town of Minglanilla. Across the Mactan Strait to the east is Mactan Island where Lapu-Lapu City is located. Economy of Cebu. Cebu, a portmanteau of Cebu and boom, has been made used to refer the rapid economic development of both Cebu City and Cebu Province in the early 1990s, with Cebu City's proximity to many islands, beaches, hotel and resorts, diving locations, and heritage sites. High domestic and foreign tourist arrivals have fueled the city's tourism industry due to its geographic location, accessibility by air, land, sea, and transportation. Cebu City has become the tourist gateway to central and southern Philippines. Its port of Cebu is the country's second largest seaport. The city is a major hub for the business process outsourcing industry of the Philippines. In 2013, Cebu ranked 8th worldwide in the top 100 BPO destinations report by global advisory firm Tollens. In 2012, the growth in IT BPO revenues in Cebu grew 26.9% at 484 million, while nationally the industry grew 18.2% at 13 billion. Abayotes Equity Ventures, formerly known as Cebu Pan-Asian Holding, is the first holding company from Cebu City publicly listed in the Philippines Stock Exchange. Ayala Corporation, through its subsidiary Cebu Holdings Incorporation and Cebu Property, both publicly in the PSE Index, developed the Cebu Park District where the mixed-use development zones of the Cebu Business Park and Cebu IT Park are located. Both master plan areas are host to regional headquarters for various companies in the banking, finance, IT, and tourism sectors, among others. Shipbuilding companies in Cebu have manufactured bulk carriers of up to 70,000 metric tons deadweight or DWT and double-hulled fast craft as well. This industry made the Philippines the fourth largest shipbuilding country in the world. With a revenue growth rate of 18.8% in 2012, the real estate industry is the fastest growing sector in Cebu, with the strong economic indicators in high investors confidence level. More condominium projects and hypermarkets are being developed in the locality. The South Road Properties or SRP is a 300-hectare prime property development project on a reclaimed land located a few meters off the coast of Cebu Central Business District. It is a mixed-use development that will feature entertainment, leisure, residential, and business processing industries. It is registered with the Philippine Economic Zone Authority and is funded by the Japan Bank for International Corporation. Traversing the property is a 12-kilometer, 4-lane highway known as the Cebu Coastal Road that provides the motorists with a good view of Cebu's south coast and the nearby island of Bohol. Cebu City is a significant center cultural of the Philippines. The imprint of Spanish and Roman Catholic culture is evident. The city's most famous landmark is Magellan's Cross. This cross, now housed in chapel, is reputed to have been erected by Ferdinand Magellan when he arrived in the Philippines in 1521. A few steps away from the Magellan's Cross is the Basilica Minor del Santo Niño, the Church of the Holy Child. This is an Augustinian church elevated to the rank of basilica in 1965 during the 400th anniversary celebrations of Christianity in the Philippines held in Cebu. The church was the first to be established in the island. It's built of hewn stone and features the country's oldest relic, the figure of the Santo Niño de Cebu, who is Jesus Christ as a child. Traditional art of Cebu. The traditional art of Cebu is the Heritage of Cebu Monument. The Heritage of Cebu Monument is a representation and illustration of sculptures depicting significant and symbolic events in the history of Cebu back from the time of Raha Humaban to the recent beatification of the Cebuano martyr Pedro Calungsod. The monument was built by the local artist Eduardo Castrillo. Its construction started in July 1997. He and the late Senator Marcelo Fernan funded the construction together with other donations from private individuals and organizations. The construction was finished and inaugurated on December 8, 2000. Next is the Magellan's Cross. Magellan's Cross holds a very big part of the history of Cebu. It is believed to be a Christian's cross planted by the Portuguese and Spanish explorers headed by Ferdinand Magellan. It was planted upon their arrival in Cebu on March 15, 1521. That day also marked the birth of Christianity in the land. Next is the Lapu-Lapu Shrine. The Lapu-Lapu Shrine is a 20-meter bronze statue located in the Mactan Shrine Park in Punta Engaño, Mactan Island, Cebu. The statue was erected to honor Raha Lapu-Lapu, the native chieftain of Mactan Island who defeated Ferdinand Magellan during the historic Battle of Mactan in 1521. Belief of Cebu. Espiritu Ahon believe in God, spiritual beings, and life after death. Garbo, the dignity and pride with which the Cebuano protects his or her sense of self-esteem, and Lumatnon, the love for one's family, region, and community. Here are the Cebu provinces, cities, and municipalities. Independent cities of Cebu province has 3, Cebu, Lapu-Lapu, and Mandaue. Component cities of Cebu province has 6, Danao, Talisay, Toledo, Bogo, Karkar, and Naga. These following are the 44 municipalities of Cebu province. Cebu is best known for it is considered as the oldest city of the Philippines, and Cebu is a center of trade, commerce, tourism of Visayas. With ancient Spanish ports, incredible marine park, mouth-watering food, and thriving business parks. There's a lot of experience to be had in Cebu, both for business and pleasure. Here are the 8 biggest festival in Cebu. Sinulog Festival in Cebu City is celebrated every 3rd Sunday of January. It is held in honor of the Senior Santo Niño. Foreign and local tourists flock to Cebu City for the celebration to join the procession and the Grand Mardi Gras. The highlight of the Cebu City Festival is the street dancing. Sinulog Festival is a party that you don't want to miss. Second is the Kadaugan sa Mactan in Lapu-Lapu City. Kadaugan sa Mactan is a week-long commemoration of the historic Battle of Mactan between the Portuguese explorer and navigator Fernando Magallanes and Mactan chieftain Lapu-Lapu. The festival features various activities such as series of musical productions of culminating of the famous battle, food street, and live band entertainment. Third is the Palawat Festival in Bantayan Island. Bantayan Island it is known for its stunning beaches and delicious seafoods. The locals' livelihood and pride is the Bantayan's gifted sea. Thus, Palawad Festival is all about fishermen and the sea. Palawad is a Cebuano term which means to go out to fish. The street dancing captures and preserves the locals' unique traditional fishing rituals inherent to the island through dancing, music, and the visual arts. Fourth is the Karansa Festival in Danao City. It is held every 3rd Sunday of September. Danao City celebrates Cassava Festival in honor of its patron saint, Senior Santo Tomas del Villanueva. Fifth is the Sinangio Festival in Dumanjog. The Sinangio words derive from 2 old words from Cebuano. The Sinangi means abundance of harvested of agricultural products of our farmers, while the Sayaw means dance. 6 is the Budbud Festival in Catmon. The town of Catmon is famous because of its tasty delicacy Budbud or Budbud Kabog. 7 is the Camotes Cassava Festival in Camotes Island. It is held every second week of June. This festival of Cebu is a celebration for a bountiful harvest where farmers display their various cassava-based products. 8 is Inasal Halat Festival in Talisay City. Inasal Festival is about Talisay City historical heritage, an identity promoting the city of Aqua and tourist hub. They do this through street dancing as a thanksgiving offering to the city's patronessa, Santa Teresa de Avila. When attending Inasal Festival, you must not miss the Sport Fest, parade of the great personages as Gigantes, and the food festival featuring the famous Inasal or lechon, the Talisay version. Here are the Cebu tourist spots. First is Uslob. Places to visit in Cebu is Uslob. People can watch the gentle giants, also known as whale sharks, or if you're adventurous enough, you can also swim with them to get a closer encounter. Second is Bantayan Island. It is a place where you can find calmness and serenity, in spite of the numerous tourists who travel there every day. Third is Malapascua Island. Malapascua is a great destination for both diverse and non-diverse. Fourth is Kawasan Falls. It is a three-stage cascade of clear turquoise water from the mountain springs of Mantalungon mountain range. Fifth is Simala Shrine. Home to the Monastery of the Holy Eucharist. People from all over the world visit this pristine church to witness traditions and religious gatherings. Many Catholic devotees, including Simala Church, to their list of must-visit tourist spots in Cebu. 6 is Picador Island. It is one of the best diving spots in Cebu. Its island reef is a sandy slope covered with soft coral from 5 to 10 meters. There is a wall covered with hard corals dropping down to about 130 feet. On the wall are tones of different species of colorful sea creatures including sharks. 7th is Sirao Flower Garden. You can find different kinds of flowers on the farm like celosia, the most famous of them all. 8 is Tabuan Public Market. The market is famous to local and tourists alike because there you'll find the cheapest dried fish like danggit, dried fish, and dried squid. Some of the best sellers. 9th is Temple of Leia. The Temple of Leia has been attracting foreign and local tourists for its Greek-inspired architectural shrine. Unlike India's Taj Mahal, the Temple of Leia is not a mausoleum but serves as home to the treasures and memorabilia of the late Leia Albino Adarna, the grandmother of Filipino actress Ellen Adarna. 10th is Fort of San Pedro. Similar to Manila's Fort Santiago, Fort San Pedro served as a military defense structure during the 17th century. 11th is Magellan's Cross. One of the main Cebu attractions, while Filipinos consider Ferdinand Magellan a villain in Philippine history, this landmark is considered as one of the most important historical markers in Cebu City. 12 is Cebu Taoist Temple. The temple was built to preserve the teachings of a Chinese philosopher, Lao Tse. 13 is Nearisville Selfie Corner. Because of its Instagrammable spots that are a picture-perfect hub for everyone and will take your ultimate feed goals to the next level. It is dubbed by many as the Little Bali, Indonesia because of its lush greenery and Bali-filled spots, and Little New Zealand because of its mini cottages inspired by Hobbit House. 14 is the Pyramid. This destination in Cebu resembles Paris' Louvre Museum, only the pyramid is a wine bar and restaurant. Every corner of the pyramid is Instagrammable, that's why it's one of the most popular Cebu tourist spots. And lastly is the Basilica Minor del Santo Niño de Cebu. One of these is the Basilica Minor del Santo Niño, where you can see the revered Flemish statue of the Santo Niño. The image of the Santo Niño has remarkable value, especially to Catholics, as it was a baptismal gift by Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan to Raja Humabon and Queen Juana, who were the first locals to be baptized on the island. This Cebu tourist destination is definitely a must-see.
of Negros Oriental. History of Negros Oriental, the second largest island in the Visaya and fourth largest island in the Philippines, is believed to have once been part of larger landmass, but was cut off by rising waters at the end of the last ice age. Among the early inhabitants of the island were Negros and Austronesians and later the Han Chinese, who are mainly merchants. They call the island Boglas, a native word which is believed to mean cut off. Geography. Negros Oriental occupies the southeast half of the island of Negros, with Negros Occidental comprising the western half. It has a total land area of 5,402.30 kilometers. Region of Raj Mountains separates Negros Oriental from Negros Occidental, unlike its sister province, which belongs to the Western Visayas region. Negros Oriental belongs to the Central Visayas region. Negros Oriental faces Cebu to the east across the Tanyan Strait and Sichuan to the southeast. The Sol Sea borders it the south. The province geography is characterized and economy. The economy of the province of Negros Oriental, as indicated by its gross domestic product, grew by 6.6% from 146.2 billion pesos in 2018 to 155.9 billion pesos in 2019. However, the provincial GDP declined by negative 5.6% to 147.3 billion pesos in 2020 in terms of share to the total provincial economy from 2018 to 2020. The top industries in the province were wholesale and retail trade, repair of motor vehicles and motorcycles, with an average share of 26.8%, agriculture, forestry and fishing with 14.9%, and real estate and ownership of dwellings with 8.8%. The culture of Negros Oriental has been heavily influenced by both the Spanish and the later American occupations of the region. The indigenous religion long gave to Roman Catholicism as the dominant religion. The people of Negros Oriental value hospitality, family, homework, and hard work. Negros Oriental Arts and Heritage is stored in the Dumaguete selling executive and lead Philippine gemstone. A variety of designs both made by the store and some submitted by the customer are kept on display here. Negros Oriental Arts Heritage designs are customized and export quality stone and provided to tourists who wish to create their own craft. Souvenirs and cultural attraction are also offered here, made from varied products like stone, petrified wood, seashells, mountain stone, river stones, fossils, minerals, and many others. Negros Oriental faces Cebu to the east across the Tanyan Strait and Sikijor to the southeast, which happened to be a part of the province before. The primary spoken language is Cebuano and the predominant religious denomination is Roman Catholicism.
City of Negros Oriental: Bais City, Bayawan City, Canlaon City, Dumaguete City, Tanjay City.
Municipalities of Negros Oriental: Panlan, Ayongon, Bacong, Basay, Lindoy, Lauin, Guihulinan, Jumalali, La Libertad, Mabinay, Mandinig, Pamplong, San Jose, Santa Catalina, Chapin, Cibola, Quezon, Valencia, Vallehermoso, Zamboanga. All festivals in Negros Oriental follow a different theme. Some are religious, some have a historical background, and most important, all of them are colorful, with street dancing, parades, and all-around partying. While the Sandurut Festival and of Dumaguete and of course the Buglasan Festival are most likely the biggest events. All others are really worthwhile visiting. Our festival calendar of Negros Oriental helps visitors to plan their trip in case they want to visit one or more festivals in Negros Oriental.
Tourist destination in Negros Oriental: Apo Island. Apo Island was a community organized marine sanctuaries, and as such, it has been well documented by the global science community. Manjoyed Sambar. Manjoyed Sambar, another beautiful place to visit in Negros Oriental, a long and wide stretch of sandbar that completely disappears on high tide. Dolphin and whale watching in Bais. When you visit Manjoyed Sandbar, it is highly recommended to include dolphin and whale watching in Bais, one of the most popular tourist spots in Negros Oriental. Antolong Beach Resort. Suspended on top of church cliffs, Antolong Beach Resort is the best place for those who want to relax and enjoy the company with friends and families. Lake Balanan. Lake Balanan are one of the beautiful tourist spots in Negros Oriental, tucked in the forest mountains of the province. Lake Bon, Sansayao, and Lake Danao. Even though there are many people who visit here, the lakes are still well preserved. Mount Talanis. Mount Talanis is one of the known tourist spots in Negros Oriental, which is favorite destination among mountain climbers in the province in the Nervi Island. Mount Canlaon. Mount Canlaon is the highest active stratovolcano in Negros Oriental and on the entire Negros Islands, with an elevation of 2,465 meters above sea level. Mabini Caves. Mabini Caves are included in the less most visited tourist spots in Negros Oriental, a famous spelunking or caving destination in the province. Kasaruri Falls. Kasaruri Falls is a majestic natural tourist destination in Negros Oriental, tucked in the mountains of the province.
History of Sikihor. Founded in 1783 under the administration secular clergymen, Sikihor became the first municipality as well as the first parish to be established on the island under the Cebu Diocese. On January 19, 1892, the island was joined to the province of Negros Oriental through decree of union by Governor General Wilner. In 1971, Sikihor became an independent province. The capital was officially transferred from Larena to Siquijor in 1972 through a plebiscite held on November 8, 1971. The history of Siquijor Island way back into that time when civilization was still ruled by tribal kingdom. Back then the island was named Catagunas due to the tugas or molib trees that grow abundantly in the hilly part of the island founded. Geography of Siquijor. Siquijor is the smallest of the 4 provinces in central Visayas. Its towns are on the narrow floodplains and deltas around the coast. Most of the interior portion of the island is either hilly or mountainous. Rising to central peak is Mount Bandilaan at 557 meter. The province climate is generally dry from the November to April and wet the rest of the year because of its protected location. Siquijor is sheltered from the full force of typhoons. The town is the province are Siquijor, Enrique Villanueva, Larena, Lazi, Maria, San Juan. Siquijor is the capital and Larena and Lazi have ports with connection to either island. The roads are cemented and run around the island. Economy of Siquijor. Since Siquijor is the capital of the island province of Siquijor, the main economy in livelihood is tourism, farming, bakery, basket weaving, banana production and crop making are some of the other industrial livelihood found the municipality of Siquijor. The only airport in the island can be found in Siquijor town. Culture, art, and belief of Siquijor. Culture in Siquijor. Siquijor is known for its unique Philippine culture of blending Catholicism with traditional religious practice, a major part of its people cultural heritage and identity. Religious syncretism exhibit the blending of 2 or more religious belief system into a new system, or the incorporation of beliefs from unrelated tradition into a religion tradition. Art of Siquijor. On October 7 to 28, 2017, Galleria Jumela, sponsored by the Philippine-Italian Association, proudly present Between the Sky and Earth in Siquijor by Viviana Ricelli. Between the Sky and Earth in Siquijor, Viviana Ricelli latest exhibit explore unconscious deep that form, figure, and eventually transfer into a spatial picture, observing different division of line and shape, coupled with tonal colors that imbibe the mode of the image. Belief of Siquijor. The belief of witchcraft of the island that made Siquijor known today is believed to be developed during this period as well. Other beliefs such as faith healing and root healing was developed during this time. There are various stories which were made regarding the so-called witches of Siquijor. After exploring the wonderful white sand beaches in tourist destination of Siquijor, one still longs to know why the island is dubbed by many names like Mystic Island and Island of the Witches. City and Municipality of Siquijor. Siquijor province is comprised of 6 municipalities, namely Siquijor, San Juan, Lazi, Maria, Enrique Villanueva, and Larena. Siquijor best known for. Siquijor is known throughout the country for its unique healing arts, its century-old tradition of concocting local potions is still being practiced and used as alternative medicine. Every year, traditional healers would gather in the island to renew their connection with the nature and put together a fresh brew of local potion. Fiesta and Festival of Sikihor. Dilaab Festival every October 3 to 4 Municipality Sikihor. Dilaab suggests the distinct hospitality that the Sikihorians are popularly known for in the name that island was once known for Isla de Fuego because of the swarm of fireflies nestled in the island at night. Bugwas Festival every August 24 to 25 Municipality San Juan. The festival is San Juan's way of celebrating a bountiful and abundant harvest in honor of their patron Saint Agustin. Bugwas means a spout of water coming from an underground source which flow freely in the open ground. Saging Festival every May 14 to 15 Municipality Lazi. Recognizing the importance of saging or banana in the life of the people with its many uses. The story of how this plant came to exist is being depicted in dances during the town's festival on May 15. The Saging Festival is also done to showcase the variety of bananas and a way of praising for the abundance of the harvest. Lubi Festival every May 20 to 21 Municipality Maria, a joyful expression of thanksgiving in honor of the patron Saint Our Lady of the Divine Providence for a bountiful harvest and blessing received from the Tree of Life, locally known as Lubi or coconut. Held every 21st of May, the dance contest portraying the festival is one of the highlights of town's Fiesta celebration. Pamukad Festival every July 15 to 16 Municipality Enrique Villanueva, expressing greatness, joy, and thanksgiving of the bountiful catch of fish through the intercession of divine power. The Pamukad demonstrated the different fishing routines and rituals of the fisher folks. The festival is held couple of days before July 16 every year, which is the town's festival celebration. Kanuan Festival every May 2 to 3 Municipality Larena, encouraging farmers from the mountain to come and sell their fresh produce in the town markets. The Kanuan Festival signifies the hard work of farmers and laborers by celebrating their successes with fresh vegetable and fruits for all to eat. Tourist destination in Sikihor. Number 1, Kamboga High Falls. It's one of the most famous Sikihor tourist spot because of its turquoise water and majestic look. Number 2, Paliton Beach, a famous hidden beach perfect for relaxing and swimming. Number 3, Cantabon Cave. You'll see a lot of stalactites, stalagmites, and rock formation in this cave. Number 4, Old Enchanted Balete Tree. This 400-year-old balete tree is also hit to travelers because of its exotic look and the fish found on its base. Number 5, Sikihor Butterfly Sanctuary. The sanctuary lets you see over 20 species of butterflies and witness their stages of life. Number 6, Salagdoong Beach, a perfect place for swimming and cliff diving. Number 7, Kang Scoop House, known as the oldest surviving house in Siquijor. Number 8, Sanduguan Beach. It is the ideal destination because of its white sand, shoreline, clear blue waters, relaxing atmosphere, and offers a great view of the sunset. Number 9, St. Francis of Assisi Church. A historic church built in the 1800s. Number 10, San Juan Beach. Another famous Siquijor tourist attraction is San Juan Beach. It has fine white sand and cerulean waters, perfect for swimming.
Everybody's gonna dance to this. I see the whole world party in the Philippines. Now with Angelique, info bueno on the TV screen. This is like a samba, coming into Manila with the green drums. Yeah, she shake it up and dance it like no more drama. You shut the door, she's really pleased. So without that, the world keeps talking, but we ain't walking. We keep on dancing, that's how we rock it. 7,107 islands of beauty.